All right, welcome everybody to our JSKA virtual dojo for January 7th, Thursday. Today we plan to do kind of about half an hour, 40 minutes of combinations, some just kind of basic type stuff and others more Kumite related. And then we're going to spend the last part of the class on Tekki Nidan and Tekki Sandan. So hopefully you've had some background in that and you can pick up on those fairly quickly. If not, we ask questions and we'll take it down a notch and let you fill in. Okay. All right. Let me pin myself here, and we will get started. Any questions before we start? All right, here we go. All right, feet together, courtesy bow, os, and yoy. Okay, first I want to start with just some hand drills, kind of stimulating maybe something like you're in a public space and somebody decides they're going to step up on you, and with not thinking, your hands are down and so on, just a straight punch to the center as quickly as you can without winding up and going. So right from here, we're just bending the elbow up and sending it out. Okay, so let's start with our left first, and we'll just alternate each time. It's neat. And you can actually bring your other hand up here as you deliver that technique. Thump, sheet, go, rook, sit, hot, coot, and you. Again, make sure that hand gets up at least chin height, maybe even cheek height. Okay. Start again with our left. Hitch, knee, thump, sheet, go, rook, sit, hot, coot, juke. All right, now I want you to start from kind of like a hands open position. This is kind of, listen, I don't want no trouble. You could probably maybe put your left leg in front of the other. Just, I don't want no trouble. And what I want to do is I want to send this front hand out here, leave this one up. Okay, figure things are going to come from the right side here. Okay, so you want to have this hand to cover. So if things are coming from the right side, maybe you're punching toward me, I'm going to have this hand up here and I'm going to send this one out here. Okay, so I'll be in your mirror. We're going to do the same thing, but I'm going to swing this way. Okay, all right, ready? So left leg in front, so punching with your right hand. It's knee, thump, cheek, go, rook, sit, hot, coot, juke. All right, now I want to take front hand or right hand, then left hand. Boom, boom. Okay, keep this one up while you're doing the other punch. Ready? Hitch, knee, thump, sheet, go, rook, sit, hot, coot, juke. All right, good. Switch feet. Okay, same thing. Keeping this one up, or actually here. Sorry. Ready? Start with the left, then go with the right, or start with the left only. Hitch, knee, thump. Again, try to avoid the wind up to go. Make it just go right away. So that means one of the things that I like to do when I'm in a situation where I want to go immediately, is I will create a little tension back. Okay, what that does is it creates that equal and opposite reaction that we know from Newton's law that creates this down, which means all I got to do is release it and it'll go in the opposite direction. Okay, so again, right leg forward. Hitch, knee, pull this down. Thump, sheet, go, hook, sit, hutch, coop, chew. All right, now left, then right. Hitch, knee, thump, sheet, go, hook, sit, hutch, coop, chew. All right, good. Let's go back to here. So one of my go-to techniques, and actually I'll go back to my left side. So one of my go-to techniques is that punch to the face here. So if I think I'm going to have an issue with somebody that needs to be dropped immediately. But if it's maybe something a little less intimidating and so on, that same technique, instead of a punch to the chin, maybe just a palm to the face, this way, okay? So it's the same technique, palm to the face, and then if it's even more dangerous than maybe a punch to the face might need, maybe it's this part of my hand to the throat. So it's really the same technique. It just depends on target and also kind of the weapon at the end of the hand, but it's still the same. That's to the throat. That's to the chin. That's also to the upper lip and chin, maybe something more of a knockout. Okay, so let's do this left leg forward, and I want you to alternate punch, palm, and then the last one is this web of your hand to the throat. Okay. The other one that I like too is kind of a crossed fingers to the Adam's apple. Okay, that's also another good one. That's again, if you're kind of surrounded by more than one, it's starting to get real heated. Looks like they're gonna try and beat you to your dead. That's something that you would need to be able to say in court that you felt fear for your life. That's why you had to go to those extremes. Okay, so let's try this. So start with right hand, punch, then palm, then to the throat. Ready? Hitch, knee, thumb, hitch, knee, thumb, hitch, knee, thumb, hitch, knee, thumb. Good, switch hands. Ready, switch feet. Hitch, knee, thumb, hitch, knee, thumb, hitch, knee, thumb. All right, see how that's all kind of the same. Driving from the back leg, not necessarily having to use a lot of hip, although you can. Really the point is press from the back leg, press from the back leg moving forward. Okay? All right, any questions on that? Mary?
I do. So this finger over, I like it. I'm not sure that I've seen it before. Does it have a name?
Can't say that I know the name or the Japanese name for it, but in a sense, think of this as kind of like a truss. You know, kind of like even your forearm has the two bones, and when you turn it over, they cross each other
Mm-hmm.
when you turn it over. So it makes it for a more stable technique going that way. So this is one of those where you could impact the throat. So this is one you would not want to go to bony parts,
Right.
hard parts. Just want to go to a more softer spot and be able to maybe take their wind from them, or at least make them less able to attack you from there. Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
Yep. Okay. All right. So next one, let's just do some standing my-gitties. So feet about even. Okay. About one shoulder width apart, starting with your left leg. Okay, Mary, I want you to really think about picking that knee up first before you start kicking. All right. And check your foot position. Here we go. Start with left. Hitch. Knee. Thump. Chi. Go. Rook. Sich. Hot. Coot. Chew. Hey. Good. Now some side snap kicks. So as you kick, turn your hands. Okay. Bring the knee that way. Bring the foot this way. So bring the knee that way. So what we're doing is we're sweeping the foot back and then forward again. All right. Ready? Start with the left and we'll alternate. Hitch. Knee. Thump. Chi. Go. Rock. Sit. Hutch. Coot. Jew. Okay, so when you lift on the side snap kick, this foot comes this way, and the knee goes that way. So it's kind of in this, kind of moves in this, almost like a J laid on its side, this way. Okay, let's do that again. Let's do 10 more of those. Ready? Hitch. Knee. Thump. Chi. Up. Rock. Sit. Hutch. Coot. And you, right? Okay, so my thought on that technique and being able to make that one work, I would tend to say that one wants to be more of a lower technique, maybe something inner thigh down to just below the knee, kind of targeting the knee. All right. All right, so now back kick. So this one here, we're gonna concave our back here like this. We're gonna pick the knee up here and make the foot start going backwards immediately. So the knee's coming up and collecting into our stomach. Push back and around. Okay. So let's all go face this way so you guys can follow me. So you're going to do left leg first, okay, front leg, and then we'll turn the other way. Ready? Hitch. Knee. Thump. Chi. Go. Rook. Sit. Hutch. Coot. And you. All right, do 10 more of those. This time I want you to really turn the hip over. So this one's going to end up more of a side or a yoko kikomi, but it's going to be a longer technique. Okay, so the first one really meant for somebody that's a lot closer to you. Okay, so maybe arms reach this way, and I can get that up into their belly, groin, or even knees if I want to go low. But this one here would be more for somebody a little farther away. See how far away that gets. So let's turn the hip over just a little bit more. Ready? Hitch knee. Try to avoid leaning over a lot. Try and keep your back. You're going to be over a little bit, but try and keep your back curved, not rolled over. Thump. Shi. Go. Roku. Sichi. Hutch. Ku. And you. Right? All right, good. Let's go the other way. Ready. Hitch. Knee. Thump. Just the regular one. Shi. Go. Don't turn the hip over too far. Roku. Sichi. Hutch. Ku. And you. Right? All right, good. Now rotate that hip over more. Hitch. Knee. Some. Shi. Go. Roku. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. And you. Hey. All right, good. Yame. So any questions on that? So a couple different ways to do back kick. One is a little bit more kind of by the letter, which is toes kind of down 45 degrees to down. And then the other is extending a little farther. You can actually rotate the hip over and have a little bit more penetration as long as the guy's not too close to you. Okay. All right. So next one from here, standing position. We're going to punch and then kick underneath the punch. Let's see. No, I'm sorry. We're going to kick and then punch over the top of the kick. One punch over the top of the kick. And then opposite leg, kick, punch over the top of the kick. Kick, punch over the top of the kick. Okay, ready? Hitch. Knee. So one of the things you want to try and do is pull this back and get it down on the ground as quickly as you can. So that doesn't mean drop your knee. That means pull it back and put it down like you're putting it back in your back pocket. Okay, back out here, left leg out, or left hand out, kicking right. Hitch. Knee. Thump. Shi. Up. Hook. Sit. Hut. Ku. Chew. All right, now let's have our right hand out. We're going to kick under the leg or under the punch, punch over the opposite leg. Okay, so kick under the punch, punch opposite leg. Ready? So right hand out. We're going to be kicking right first. Hitch. Knee. Some. Shi. Up. Rook. Sit. Hutch. Ku. Chew. All right, good. All right, next one. All right, I want to have a, from standing, I want to do a split down block. So trying not to jump too much, just spread the legs apart, down block. Then kick, reverse punch. And then scissor back up into Yoi. Okay, so again, we're going to go opposite leg now. So split down block, Maigiri, pull back, Gyakuzuki. Split back up into Yoi. All right, ready? Any questions? You got it? All right, here we go. Hitch. Knee. Thump. Shi. Go. Hitch. Hutch. Ku. Chew. All right, good. All right, Yame. Take a 1-minute break. We'll come right back with something else. Any questions on those drills or some details?
Sensei, quick question.
Yes.
On the first drill, when you're throwing the punch from standing,
Yep.
does your, or no, it's this one from here?
Okay. Yep.
Does your left or does your front foot come up a little bit and drive forward on the punch?
Yeah, I release my front leg to get a little bit more distance. Doesn't mean you have to, but it just seems like why not have a little leg drive?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if you're already here, bam, you could skip that step. I think releasing and stepping could be a little bit of a tell. Boom. Or maybe if you're doing it at the same time, maybe they can't necessarily see it. So one of the things that I like to have is, and everybody should have, what are your go-to techniques for the different situations? Okay. Like a drunken uncle is a good example. Everybody looked way badly on you if you punched your uncle in the face. Okay. Doesn't mean he doesn't deserve it, but you probably shouldn't do it because everybody's going to blame you, even though he's drunk and out of control. So what's your go-to thing for that? Mine would be a control of some way. Get behind him, put him in a neck restraint, try and get his arm behind him, and then walk him out saying, we're going, you're leaving now. Okay, maybe the other is, listen, I don't want no trouble. It's just you and somebody else. One hand to the face might be the all you need to just get away. One punch to the face might be all you need to get away. Surrounded by several people, maybe you got to go with the web of the hand to the neck to the guy who's kind of leading the group, or that double finger. So try to have some go-to things that you like. My other one is that hand Nidan, especially if I'm caught first swing this way. Okay, this hand is up, catching the big swing. This one here is going in and hitting them at the same time. So I like that one. Okay, so a couple of Kumite style drills. So from here, so this is more for sport. So the idea here is you want to go, you want to direct your opponent to where you're able and willing to block. So if I'm here, my hand is on my right side of my face, your left, and they will punch here or here. So I've got this as my natural. This is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to shift back and then Gyakuzuki back Chudan. Okay, so I want to keep this here, parry, boom, squeezing this in, huh? Okay, and I'm keeping my elbow a little tight so it's not like this, especially for chewed on ones, just coming down like this. See how my stomach is still open. Okay, so you want to keep this elbow in, and this comes, if you look at it from here, it comes back. Okay, I want to encourage them to keep coming. Okay, I'm not banging their arm. That's a different way to handle it. That's a good way to handle it sometimes, is just bust up their arms. Don't let them come in. But sometimes you want to invite them in so you can come back. Okay, so here, left hand up, right hand behind. Okay, we're going to shift back. 1, and Gyatsuki. Ready? 2, 3, 4, 5. Try and get that time between block and counter to be very small. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Switch hands. Same thing. Again, you need to pay attention. Where is this hand? This hand starts getting kind of no man's land over here, or gets to be on this side. If it's on this side, this is the cure for that. But we'll do that in a minute. Well, this one here, I want to encourage punching from the inside of my palm into this area here, so that I can, on purpose, only have one thing that they can do, which is punching on this side of my body. Okay, kicking is a different matter, but if they're going to punch, they got to punch on this side of my body. All right, ready? Now, don't forget, you have to shift back though. Okay, I want you to shift back to create some space. Ready? Hitch, knee, thump, sheath, go. Now let's take that space in between the block and the counter and minimize it. Roku. Still moving though. Chichi. Hachi. Ku. Chu. Hey. All right, good, Yame. All right, now back to the other side. I want to use this hand blocking this way. So my hand is over here. Okay, notice I've kind of cluttered up this side of my body. And I've opened up over here, and I've opened up over here. So this comes back this way. Elbow comes down a little bit or stays up depending on if it's a high punch. So I got a little bit of movement here to decide which high or low I'm going to be blocking against, and then I'm going to come back with the same thing. So hand starts over on your right side. Hitch, knee. So it just slides it this way. Thump, sheath, go, Roko, Sichi, Hachi, a little quicker, Ku, Chu. Good, other hand. Gerald Blanding used to fight like this, where he would have his hands down here, and this would be his block, if he blocked. A lot of times he just go and hit you, but if he did block, he knew you were coming here, so that was an easy reaction for him. Okay, ready? Hitch, knee. Get that hand over to your left. Thump. Sheath. Sometimes think maybe a Moashige coming to your side here. Pull this elbow down, okay? Or a punch coming to that side. Sheath. Go. A little quicker in between. Roko. Sichi. Hut. Ku. Ju. All right, good, you may. Any questions on that drill? So sometimes in the tournament realm, you want to be able to orchestrate things that your opponent is going to do. It makes it easier. If I told you I was going to punch you with my right hand at your face and you believed me, wouldn't that be so much easier for you to defend against, right? And I did exactly what I told you I was going to do. So what the idea here is, I want to place the idea in their head. Right here. That's where I want them to go. There's nothing else open for them, right? And then, okay. So sometimes I might even drop my hands a little bit to encourage face, right? Up here, maybe encourages belly, you know. But if I bring this in here, bring this out here, there's face. See how face is open. So you're trying to encourage them to do something on your behalf so that you can take advantage of it. All right, so next one. Okay, so coming back this way. So we're gonna go back to left leg forward. We're gonna shift back down block, okay? But again, it's not gonna come all the way from our ear down. So what I wanna do is I wanna cross the center and bring it down. Cross the center and bring it down. Make sure you have at least a loose fist, or better, even stronger fist, okay? But from here, it wants to come a little bit across the line, shift back, and then get that hand back up afterwards to a Gyakuzuki. Don't just leave it down here. What happens, you leave it down here, they kick one and then slide it back up and get you a tall one, or kick my giddy. So doing the low, high technique. So keeping that hand up as much as you can. All right, so shifting backwards, down block reverse punch. Knee. Thumb. Shi. So when this finishes, bring it right up right away. Go. Notice mine's up before I start punching. Roku. Sichi. Hachi. Ku. And you. Hey. All right, good. Switch legs. Same thing. Hitch. Knee. Thumb. So I'm leaving this area open. I want them to kick it. Shi. Go. Rook. Sich. Hutch. Ku. And you. All right, switch feet. All right, so this time I want to shift off to the side in Gyakuzuki. Okay, so I'm slipping a little bit more. Now I don't want to go full 90 degrees to this. I just want this much. So I'm at like a 45 degree, maybe even 30 degrees. Okay. And then after I'm done with this punch, 1, 2, I want to come back and recollect. Okay. But make sure that you drop weight, like you're going to put all this body weight into this punch. All right, here we go. Shifting back a little bit on the angle, punching in, shifting back out. Hitch. Knee. Thumb. Shi. I go. All right, switch legs. Same thing. Hitch. Knee. Thumb. She. Go. All right, good. All right, switching back to left leg forward. This time, uchuke. So same thing, just shift back, shift forward. This is kind of easy. Hand is already up, so you don't have to bring it back up. So uchuke is a good technique to use. I kind of like too, is touching whatever it is that's coming to block with the other side. Okay, I like that, just a little touch as we go. Ready? We'll do 5 of these. Hitch, knee, make sure you shift back. Some, she, go, switch feet. Hitch, knee, some, she, go. All right, back again. All right, this time, again, off to the 45, 30 degrees. Okay, punch back in, shift back out. Ready? So, which side do you want them to punch on? Over here. Okay, so we're using this kind of like this type of block. So maybe hands low, punch my face. Fine. Okay, ready? Hitch. Knee. Thump. She. I go. Good, switch legs. So again, hands low, punching on this side of my face is what I'm encouraging. Hitch. Knee. Thump. She. Go. All right, good, yummy. All right, how about? Any questions on that? All right, so kind of launching on the down block going backwards and the uchi-uki going backwards. So you can do either of these. What I want you to do is switch up. So bringing this down as you switch up, then bringing it up, Kizamazuki, and then off to the side. Okay, so from here, switch up, swing this down, Kizamazuki, then come back. So we'll go left leg forward for 5, then right leg forward for 5. Okay, so 1, switch up, 2, come back. Okay, 1, Kizamazuki, actually shift off to the side. So open the back door. Hitch. Knee. Notice I'm in, boom, then I come back out again. Try not to lean too much. Keep it pressed forward. Drive with the back leg. Shift your way back out off of the front leg. She. Go. All right, switch legs. Okay, I want him to kick over here, so my hand's over here. It's knee. Thumb. She. Go. Good. All right, yummy. All right. Last one is I want a long oitsuke. Okay, we're going to explode off the line. So from a moving, very dynamic stance, I want you to really drive in. Okay, try and take basically 2 full steps if you can. So try and get an idea. Fix your mark here. Okay, find something on the side that you're lining up with on your front leg. okay? And then see where 1, 2 steps would be with something on the side over here. See if you can explode 2 full steps with your leg drive from the back leg. Okay, so we're doing a step in, but our left leg is going to be doing all the driving. So it's going to be here. Okay, just long punch. All right, ready? Hitch. Knee. Okay, so you cannot do this unless your front knee is bent and it bends in this way. You will not be able to get enough drive. If you tick-tock over the top of it, watch. If you tick-tock over the top of it, all you're going to get is a little bit of ankle drive, not quads drive. And you need your quadriceps to do this drive. Ready? Thump. Now let the back leg just kind of slide out. Up. Sit. Because you're actually hitting him while you're driving, and then when your front lands and your punch lands, the back foot just is loose, and it just slides out to the side. 2 more. 2. 2. All right, good, yummy. All right, that's good for now. And bow. Close. All right, take another short break. Come right back. Any questions on those drills? Has anybody seen that movie Kuro Obi?
I've seen it. That's old, one of the old movie, right?
It's not that old, but
I mean, I like that.
It's got Naka Sensei in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's probably from maybe 1990s or mid 2000s.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So if you watch that movie, one of the scenes shows Naka Sensei driving in from about 15 feet away and punching a guy in the face with an oitsuki. And it's just amazing how quickly he gets from A to B. And sure, it's a movie, you know, obviously, but if you watch it, it's still pretty impressive that he's got that kind of leg drive. And you know, it helps that he gets to train 5-6 days a week and 2-3 times a day too. So, and he probably weighed all of about 120, 130 pounds. All right. Any other questions from what we've been doing so far?
Quick one.
Yeah.
On the one where you do the reverse on the here, you do the reverse, the down block, and then this one.
Hold on, where are you at? There you are. Okay.
So I think we started here.
Yeah.
Down block, right?
Yeah.
In,
and a oitsuki, and then shift back.
then shift
Yeah.
back. So
Yeah.
you land the oizuki before moving, right? So there's a split second where you're kind of set.
Well, yeah. So my thought on that is that, and you might have heard this in a previous class, is that oitsuki lands before your front foot does.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you think about it, and let me see if I can illustrate this from this position. Okay. So my full oitsuki would be here in oitsuki. So if I switch up and be here, I can actually get a little bit more drive here and put this through. So if I go here, boom, and hit before I get to the full step. So from here, boom, I can extend this shoulder a little bit and hit before my foot lands. So the point of that is, if you're doing this with a partner, when you are able to hit, you should. Don't wait till you're already stepped and then punch, because you might end up this far in, or a little punch like this. If you're real careful, it ends up like this, right? And you don't blow through your partner. But if you're not so careful, like tournament time and so on, you end up with your fist past their head by a lot. Okay, fist past their head about this much is probably good. Street fight type situation. I'm not sure you want to be all the way to here, because you're making contact here and then driving through. You might not be able to get enough drive through. It might stifle depending on the power of your punch. So it could turn more into a push than an actual strike. Okay? Okay, good. All right, so let's do some Tekki Nidan. Now, who here has not done Tekki Nidan, or maybe struggles a bit with Tekki Nidan? Anybody? Andy, is that a yes? You struggle with it, or?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. All right, so let's go through it point by point then. And I'm going to turn this down since I'm not going anywhere. Okay, and us. So stepping across to your right, 1, lift the hands up, thumbs into your chest, pull it apart, lift up and split. So the hands go away from each other. This isn't a double punch this way. This is a split. Okay. Then from here, the next one is scoop. As you step, push. So the palm is up, and this is going into their groin area. Here. Then repeat, go the other way. Pull and split. Step in, scoop. This is this way, palm up, push in. Okay. Now from here, left hand into right fist. Catch kind of like in bust side eye. Put the hand over the top of the fist and elbow. Notice this fist is like this, with my hand cupping my pinky side. Okay. And from here, over the top, hook punch. Step across, just like in Han Yondan. I'm sorry, Tekki Shodan. Then 1, 2, 3, Ki. All right. Then from here, right hand into left fist. Repeat the other side. Lift, elbow, over the top, hook punch, step across. Uchuke, then 1, 2, 3. Right, and then finish. Okay, very simple kata, but has some kind of unique things in it that many of the other kata don't have. Okay, one of the things too about this one is when you make this technique here, the next knee does not come over here. Think of it as I've taken his head over here. His body's kind of laying on an angle right here. So I'm kneeing him in the middle of his chest, boom, and then coming over the top with an elbow. Okay? And then this goes over the top. Picture somebody's grabbing here. I'm going to go over the top of this so that I can re-grab back. Okay? All right, let's do it again. Tekki Nidan. Yo. Hitch. Knee. Scoop. Push. Repeat. Up and out. Scoop and push. Left over right hand. Marote-uke and boom. Over the top. Hook punch. Hitch. Knee. Hey. Now right over left hand. Knee. Thumb. Sheet. Go. Hey. Yeah. Okay, any questions so far? Pretty straightforward, kind of short, which means, you know, if you were to do it in a tournament or something like that, you have very few opportunities to get some good score type techniques that'll show your speed, your power, your how well you tell the story of what's happening in the kata. So that's probably not one that I would choose as a primary kata, but some tournaments they have a kite kata, which is one of their compulsories, and sometimes that kata is in their kata list that you get picked that you have to do. And then if you make it past the first round, the second round, then you get to go and do the kata you really want to do, which is in the upper ends. Okay, let's do it again. Hitch knee, some, she, go, rug, hitch, hutch, hey, hitch, knee, some, she, go, hey, and yeah, man. All right, let's do a little check-in on the gallery view and see who might still need some help. Okay, Elliot and Eric, you going to show us your video screen today? All right, here we go. Tekki Nidan. Hitch. All the way through. Knee. Thumb sheet. Hitch. Knee. Thumb sheet. Hold on. So we're all at the press to the side to your left. Okay. We've already gone past that one. So Andy, come up to here, go back the other way, and scoop and push. There you go. Good. Hitch knee. Wait a minute, Mary. You kind of mangled that. Okay, let's go back to the press down to your left. So catch 1, 2. All right, so no knee lift here yet. So you got to come here first before you lift the knee. Now, grabbing the fist, pull it back, and lift the knee at the same time. There you go, and then come over the top. So this one here is not only just a round, but I like to have a little bit of a down action with the elbow too. Not way down here, but I'd like to see a little bit of a down action, yes. Okay, she. Mima, bend your elbow just a little bit, quite a bit more. There you go. And think of it as so if I'm here, think of it as a catch. See how my palm is facing away from me. Hitch. Knee. Some shigo. Hold on, Andy. So you're here, right? 1, 2, 3. There you go. Hitch knee. Some sheet. So pull back. Hold on. Pull back. Hitch knee. Some sheet. Go. Rook. Hitch. Knee, some sheet. Oh, Andy, go back again. Punch cover. Here. Here. Yeah. So I think you kind of did all that, but this one wasn't as pronounced as it should be. So use that first punch as a guide in. I'm going to send this to their stomach. Then I'm going to rake their face and then punch them again. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, mate. All right, so a little struggle. We'll do this a couple more times together. Any questions while I got you paused? Okay, here we go. Let's do it again. Os. Tekki Nidan. Hitch. Looking to your right. Knee. Samshi. Hitch. Knee. Samshi. Go. Rook. Hitch. Hutch. Ku. Ju. Hitch. Right. Hitch. Knee. Some. Looking to your left. Hitch. Looking straight. Knee. Right. Yame. Os. Okay, any better? Seem to be falling into your brain here. All right, here we go. Let's do it again. Hitch, knee, some, hitch, knee, some, she, go, rook, hitch, hatch, hitch, knee, some, she, go. Now, surprised somebody hasn't asked yet, but the end of this, as you're here, both feet kind of come up as my hands go up. Okay, so they kind of come in both together. Just a little difference in finishing on this one. Okay, I've seen it also. Folks do normal left, right. Not a big deal, but I like using both legs, getting the inner thigh squeeze, and using my arms going up to make the oi or the yame. Using that unweighting as your arms go up. So as you go up, a lot easier to squeeze your thighs in. Okay, all right, let's do it again. Ready? Os. All right, Tekki Nidan. This time we're going to go, I'm going to do it no count, but I'm going to kind of keep it a nice and even pace, okay? Begin. Hey! Hey! All right, good. All right, we got about 1 more minute left. Let's see you guys do it on your own. If you get stuck, I'll help you. Let's see what the best you can do here. All right, so by the way, just a little notice, it goes more to the left or right than it does to the left. So you always have to start yourself a little bit farther over. I always used to comment on that in the main dojo, is folks who didn't do this kata very often always ended up right next to the left wall, and then they'd walk right into it on the second technique. So, okay, so, or the right wall, I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. Begin. All right, Yame. All right, Mary, show me after the first one of these. So off to that side. So pressing off to that side. No, after the second one. Second one of these. Yeah, that way, that way, that way. Yeah. So the second one. Boom. All right. So 1, 2. Okay. So your hand looks like it's on top, needs to be next to, and then not out here. You tended to do it way in the front here. This is over here to the side. Yes. Think of it as I'm bringing his head all the way over here. Then I'm going to bring it down to my side as I lift my knee. Yep. Yeah. Then pull it in. Yes. Good. Okay. And then show me the first move here. Okay. So hold on. So I'm not sure if you're looking at me to see what I'm doing, or if you're supposed to be looking that way. So I don't think you did that in the last one. So from here, pulling up and then separating. So from here, separate, and then bring those elbows underneath the fists this way. And then out. Out, like this. Like this. So you're here, up here, then cross and separate. Yeah, like that. Okay, Dirk, I'm watching yours. Your stance is collapsing. So you got to work on that. That's kind of a common theme even in your Tekki Shodan. So you got to work on that stance staying firm, okay? All right, anything from the Higashis? Any questions there? No, good? All right, you want to come off mute? Thank you very much for coming tonight. Appreciate it.